Since Daniel ran interference for them because he had favor with the king Nebuchadnezzar, where is he in chapter 3 when they need him? I was looking at that and I began to wrestle with that, because many times all of us have our aces, our booms, our coons, our friends our road dogs that we think we can count on, and that can, at the very time that you need them, they cannot be found. And all of a sudden, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego find themselves in an awkward position, because they say, "Nah, we ain't, now I know y'all took us in captivity. I know you got us over here. However, we ain't ate the king's meat. We ain't gonna do this, we ain't gonna do that. And sure enough, we're not gonna fall down and worship a false god." Wow. Now, every time before they took these stands, Daniel in chapter 1 and chapter 2, when your ace, boom, coon ain't there, God has the ability to show up, and in this case, show out. When mother and father forsake you, the Lord will take you up. And the text says that all of a sudden we threw in 3 bound, and now we look at them loose and walking around, and guess what? There's somebody else in there with them, and he looks like the Son of God. So I come today just simply to tell you, when your props fail you, there is a God who is able.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When mother and father forsake you, when the death angel removes from you those that you didn't think you could live without. When Franklin Roosevelt died in the 40s, this whole nation wondered, because he was the man who put in the New Deal and Social Security, all kind of stuff. What are we going to do now? When Kennedy died, John Fitzgerald, there in Dallas, Texas, this whole nation grappled with, what shall we do now? When Martin Luther King Jr. died, and when people didn't know what to do, they rioted and they tore up even their own homes that they did not own, but they rented, and destroyed city blocks. Because when you don't know, hallelujah, there's a God who is able, then you fall desperate, you fall out. What are we going to do now since mama's gone? What are we going to do now? I'm a widow. What am I going to do now? And if you don't know, I thought I'd come by to tell you the answer. God is able. The old preacher said he'd be a mother for the motherless. He'd be a father for the fatherless. He'd be a company keeper for the lonely. He'd be a bridge if your waters are troubled. Our God is able, but even if he doesn't do it, I'm going to serve him anyway. Oh, somebody just give the Lord praise for being God. Give the Lord praise for being God. Give the Lord praise for being God. For greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Oh, my goodness.